Good Tuesday morning. And this morning, as I read from my prayer book today, I thought that the scripture readings, and the reading from my prayer book were very apropos today, following some things. So first I'm going to read two of the scripture readings. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to I'll just read the two. And the reading from my prayer book. The first reading is from Deuteronomy 8, 11 to 14, and 17 to 20. Take care that you do not forget the Lord your God by failing to keep his commandments, his ordinances, and his statutes, which I am commanding you today. When you have eaten your fill and have built fine houses and live in them, and when your herds and flocks have multiplied, and your silver and gold is multiplied, and all that you have is multiplied, then you do not exalt yourself, forgetting the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. Do not say to yourself, my power and the might of my own hand have gained me this wealth. But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you power to get wealth, so that he may confirm his covenant that he swore to your ancestors, as he is doing today. If you do forget the Lord your God and follow other gods to serve and worship them, I solemnly warn you today that you shall surely perish. Like the nations that the Lord is destroying before you, so shall you perish, because you would not obey the voice of your Lord. And the second reading from 1 Peter 5, 5 to 6. In the same way, you who are younger must accept the authority of the elders, and all of you must clothe yourselves with humility in your dealings with one another. For God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that he may exalt you in due time. And the reading from my prayer book today is titled Pride. It's written by Frederick Buechner. Pride is self-love. And in that sense, a Christian is enjoined to be proud. Another way of saying love your neighbor as yourself is to say love yourself as your neighbor. That doesn't mean your pulse is supposed to quicken every time you look in the mirror, any more than it's supposed to quicken every time your neighbor passes the window. It means simply that the ability to work for your own good, despite all the less than admirable things you know about yourself, is closely related to your ability to work for your neighbor's good, despite all the less than admirable things you know about them. It also means that just as in this sense of love of self and love of neighbor go hand in hand, so do dislike of self and dislike of neighbor. For example, A. The more I dislike my neighbors, the more I'm apt to dislike myself disliking them, and them for making me dislike myself, and so on. And B, I'm continually tempted to take out on my neighbors the dislike I feel for myself. Just the way if I crack my head on a low door, I'm very apt to kick the first cat, child, or chair unlucky enough to catch my bloodshot eye. You have a blessed day.